It's a
Yeah.
good time to unmute right when I do
Is it
this voice.
doing a deep voice?
Oh, sorry.
Are you guys ready for some comedy and
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody. We're just trying to figure out who has the sexier, deeper voice. I think it's me.
Can you believe I'm not using any effects on that either?
That's all natural.
think you sound pretty sexy myself, Simon.
Smooth.
I'd eat you all up, Slim Biscuits.
Barry White's got nothing on me.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Voices of the Air. This is Comedy and D.
I don't think we have to do characters.
Hey there.
Okay. Tired. Well, I'm
What does that
tired.
even mean anyway?
Tired. I'm about to say,
You know, could be a good way to warm up.
You know?
Get into the
You might be
near
right.
spirit.
Welcome back. I am DM Slim Biscuits, and I will be running your game tonight along with some of our fabulous players, like Cassie B.
Oh, yeah, you get to go first. I'm Cassie, everybody. I'm playing Nerg. You see a 5'10" eyeball. She's a bard, but she doesn't really act like a bard. She can't talk. She communicates telepathically.
Virgin. Got it.
Yeah. You know
Okay.
her.
Casey Muller.
Yes, I'm Casey. I'm playing Celeb. Sometimes in my backstory I call him Celeb Puntul, and then other times Celeb Suni, so I guess I switched it midway through. He is a high elf cleric of the peace domain, and he has a couple spells he wants to cast before the long rest, actually.
Celeb Puntul. Is that your one of those is your baptismal name?
Yeah.
Hi Hayden.
Hi. I'm Hayden. I am playing Kerr. He is some sort of warlock. I am Hexblade Warlock. And I'm turning off the monitor feature because I am very loud. That's much better. My accent kind of changes from episode to episode. We kind of see what it is.
I'm sure there's a
You're like Madonna.
backstory explanation.
You're like Madonna in real life.
Her punto.
Los Kevin O'Shea.
Yeah, Slim, if you chill the shortening before you chop it up and put it in the biscuits, they'll fluff out and they'll be thick. I am
What?
Kevin O'Shea, and I play Regington Exeter, Inspector Freelance. He is a small kobold. Well, he's a kobold and he's small. They're two separate things. And he wears a 3-button jacket, a tie, and an iron derby hat, and no pants. And he is a rogue soul knife.
Are you choosing not to?
Knife you in his soul.
Are you choosing not to sport those +1 nipple piercings that you found?
Yes, my hide was too thick, couldn't pierce.
Damn.
Gave himself Suni. Seemed more his thing to begin with.
Absolutely.
Yeah. When I got my ear pierced when I was 7, couldn't really get it through. I said AC 18. No, we're not gonna be able to. All right. How is everyone
Does
tonight?
a 7-year-old have hard ears? I have so many questions.
AMA. I'll be doing a Reddit AMA later. Anyways, ears tough as nails. Heart soft and tender. Okay. Well, last week you guys made it to what turned out to be Regington's old haunts at the Kobold Kingdom. Kobold Heights, is that what we called it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then there was a really cool mall on the bottom floor that was just being made, but it looked like like Girl Interrupted, but a mall and good. And then they went up to the second floor, which discrepancy. First floor, and then 1,000 feet up is the second floor. I'm glad architecture's come a long way since then in this make-believe fantasy world. But we found some things out. Who wants to take it from here? Nobody. Cool. All right.
You guys feel the energy tonight, huh?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Amber.
Yeah, with my big deep voice.
Our energy is Amber. Yeah.
Essentially.
We found out that Regington's mentor, Radcliffe, was a thief who broke into the Kobold Kingdom many years ago, and
There's a brother being experimented on, and it's
Yes.
unrecognizable. And music's in the treasure room.
the king is weak and powerless, and Doryu, who we don't really know much about Doryu, what they are, what they look like, but they're trying to resurrect dragons out of the kobolds.
And the king likes to talk to puppets. Oh, sorry.
And Doryu assaulted a monastery and took a sword or something. Assaulted a monastery that held a sword, which is Kerr's sword.
Yep.
And I forget who knows what. I think Regington knows most of this.
Regington knows everything.
And no one else
Yes,
does.
I do.
Don't take Regington's jewel out of his head. So I'm gonna make that a point.
Cella
Because
Puntal
it's
knows
so
a
funny
thing
it's
or two.
there.
I'm sorry.
I don't remember you calling yourself Celepuntal.
I know, I don't either, but I was just looking at my
That
backstory.
That may say something about my memory. What was the name of the kobold king that we were working with?
The
Or
kobold.
not the king, just like the assistant guy.
Yes, the chief of the King's Guard was named Ellington,
Mhm.
who had a wallet.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently. Kobolds, no pants, but a wallet. I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who's grown up in San Francisco has seen plenty of times naked men with a wallet. Where?
In
Dunno.
their pocket.
In their pocket.
Yeah, there's lots of places to hide a wallet.
Yeah, you have to carry ID everywhere you
Yeah.
go.
And your vaccination card.
Yeah, so I realized I have sending now. Can I cast a couple sendings before the long rest?
Absolutely. What?
Does it-
Wow.
Does anybody want to send in any messages? Free messages. I was thinking I could tell Chief Dean about some of what's happened and maybe check in with the dwarves.
That's a good idea.
And
Send
should we-
Connor. It would be good. Could you send Connor a message?
I could try Connor. I could try Fluffy, I
Or
suppose.
Fluffy, yeah.
Well, now he's
Her gets
jealous,
misty-eyed.
and we know he loves Connor more than Fluffy.
No, we should send Fluffy a message. Tell Fluffy that I love him, and we will get him back soon.
Okay, now do I need to use both speak with animals and sending in order to send a message to Fluffy?
Ooh. I
Oh.
mean, since you're taking a long rest, burn them, baby.
All right, I will burn both spell slots and send a message to Fluffy.
All right, so you're sending one message to Fluffy.
Yes.
They're
Fluffy,
saying,
we're thinking of you. Kerr loves you. Hang in there. We're going to rescue you. Where are you now?
oh. Now you can get it.
Specifically Connor.
This is the one that you can hear back.
Yes. Creatures with intelligence scores of at least 1 can understand the meaning and
Wow.
can answer in a like manner immediately. 25 words or less.
A score of 1, not a modifier of 1. So it could be a -5 and. Yes. Hello, this is Fluffy. Normally I don't take unsolicited calls, but this is I'll make an exception. I miss you guys very much. I have been somewhat accepted back into the pack of sentinels. I am, but they're bullying me. They're making fun of me and my sweater, and I think I'm not allowed to play any of their sentinel games. Oh well.
Did we Did we not tell him he could take the sweater off?
No, he
Wait,
won't
think-
get cold. He should leave sweater
Yes,
on.
plus
he has
we
that
think-
big pink stripe.
we need to
too,
recognize
poor
him.
guy.
Oh yes, that's right.
I wish I could take the sweater off because they keep making fun of it, but I don't have fingers. Anyway, it lives on me now. But
Your hooves.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
those tentacles look pretty agile.
you would think so, but can't really scratch my own back. I can murder people. That is something. But as far as
You can't-
self-care,
Can't murder a sweater.
no. That's great. How are you? Am I using this spell right? Do we just talk to each other, or is it like one way?
It's pretty much I send you a message, 25 words, and then you send one back, and
Okay, I think I'm probably approaching the limit now. But in any
You have exceeded the limit of this spell. If you'd like to keep talking, please spend another spell slot.
Yeah, I think we're in debt into Fluffy's next sending.
we may be.
okay, bye.
And then, shall I send the other one to Chief Dean or the dwarves?
I think either.
I don't give a shit.
Either
about
or. Yeah, maybe the dwarves, because they could like live here or dig or
you. We're just finding homes.
or
for the
finish
dwarves.
them all. Yeah.
I mean, we haven't told the chief anything, but he also kind of didn't seem to care. The dwarves
think he
we
has his own
saw more
agenda.
recently.
Yeah.
But I am curious if they linked up with the other dwarves, the old dwarves.
Sounds like we should message the dwarves.
Okay,
See if they linked up.
I'll send a
with
message
those
to
ones.
what's his face, the leader of the dwarves.
Bungar? What's his name? Bolgar?
Argo?
Argo.
Argonaut.
Belgium.
Yes, Belgium.
Belgium.
Belgium. Belgium, just checking in. We're in the far north, Cobalt Village. Did you find your ancestor dwarves down that tunnel where we told you they would be? They're very nice. You should find a way to link up with them.
Right. How are you doing?
That's not how this works.
Very nice to be in. Great. Yes. Everything is going really well. Connor is a really good guy. Hard worker, and I think he's gonna move up in the ranks, quite quickly. The mold person that you sent, his eating habits are just a little bit strange, but we really enjoy the effort he puts into his work. We have been able to get some messages across. Connor is very good at getting between the waterfall to talk to the mole people. So we are in touch with them. It's kind of like, it's a little awkward. It's kind of like, when you go on ancestry.com and then there's a relative that you don't know, and then you try to make small talk, but you hardly know the person, but you're related, yes, according to writings on the wall. In any case, we're doing very well down here, and I'll think of some more things to tell you next time. Bye.
That was a really long message.
Yeah, the dwarvish language is very
That was
efficient.
all one word. I think.
Yeah, it's
Is that the is
like
that the
German.
loophole that you can do?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was just okay.
All right, now we can sleep.
Good. All right. I'll put on some sleeping music for you. Okay.
This wasn't it.
All right. So you guys are taking a long rest in the bathroom, like one does in their 20s,
In a tiny hut.
in a
Yeah.
tiny hut. So, good evening. Does anybody have anything they want to do while they're in there?
I suppose we should keep watch.
Sleep. Oh, yeah, that too. I'll take third.
Ellington definitely told Regington before that he was going to put up. I'm going to put up some caution tape across the door.
Oh yeah,
So-
yes, he did say that.
Nobody really, no one can walk in here.
Oh,
Definitely, Regington take second watch. But before watch, Reggington will use his telepathic communication with Suni, and I know we said that Doryu raided the monastery that your mother was at,
Yes.
which I believe is true, but it could have been Kerr that killed your mother.
I see. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
I have to ask a favor of you.
Yes?
If I should die, you have to keep my head away from Kerr.
Your entire head.
Yes. Well, specifically the jewel inside my head can never be restored to his sword.
Okay, I can try to do that. Maybe I could establish a monastery to protect it.
While they're having this telepathic conversation, I get like a string and like a bell and kind of hang it up like 30 feet from our tiny hut, so in case somebody but like on the floor, so it's hidden kind of. So if somebody walks, maybe they'll make a noise.
I come into the tiny hut and look at Reggington and say, "Oh, Reggington, if it isn't my favorite head attached to a body."
Yeah, I keep going. Honestly, I'm dead. I don't care about my head. Bottom of the ocean, into a volcano, shifted into a plane of acid. Just don't let him restore his sword.
So poetic.
What will happen if he restores his sword, do you think?
I don't know for sure, but it seems like there is a lot of power being tapped from it.
I see.
I'm touching Reggington's head in the real world. Look at this thing! Ha 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 ha!
You hear the bell ringing because Nerg's testing out
Kerr,
the trap.
I stopped touching your sword. Please be polite and stop touching my head. At the very least, put the jacket over your hands.
Does
know
Kerr
how you
feel
people-
anything? Oh, sorry.
I know how you people are with your mortal bodies.
Yes, I think that might be a good idea. I can try to do that. Should I somehow outlive you, my short-lived friend, as I've outlived so many kobolds.
Yes, you've outlived all the dwarves you've murdered.
Yes.
We all understand.
Among others.
Other races to be wiped out.
It's great talk before
Why are there no
bedtime.
hobgoblins in this campaign?
There used to be hobgoblins. Sorry about that.
Would you want there to be hobgoblins?
In the real world, I'll just... Kerr, why are you immortal?
Did I say I'm immortal?
Well, you keep referring
Yes,
to
just
us as mortals.
30 seconds. Go.
Well,
You
I
heavily
haven't died
implied.
yet, so we have yet to see, haven't we?
Oh, so... Have I died? You said I'm a silly mortal, but I haven't died,
Oh,
so
but-
I...
Oh, but you
In
will.
the same logic, I am immortal
Oh,
as well.
but you will.
Maybe for
I've
him
seen
it's
plenty of mortals die. I know what they look like.
just like person, you know. Oh, you person doesn't mean he's not a person.
You just hear the bell ringing because Nerg's still testing the trap. She thinks it's kind of cool. So, while you guys
Are
are having
you a
this
person?
telepathic conversation.
Eric, give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh god. Okay, 5.
You just hear
That's
voices
okay.
outside the door.
I go into the hut. I know the trap works.
Can we get a Pizza Hut sponsor?
And I'm third
Sponsorship?
watch.
Every time we take a long rest in a tiny hut, I'm going to the hut.
As long as it's the Pizza Hut KFC combo, then yeah.
Is that-
Yes, one vegan Pizza Hut KFC combo. Or DM Slim Biscuits and dip.
Those are always so random. What a weird random combo.
It's just a bucket and a pizza box, and they're both empty.
And there's like a Taco Bell too sometimes. Anyway.
Well, then we're talking cooking. You can get the bean burrito.
Yeah.
Asking you guys out of character, of all the long rests you've taken together, where does this rate on the level of awkward conversations before bedtime?
This is normal pillow talk.
Yeah,
What do
it's
you
pretty
mean?
pretty average.
Yeah, everybody talks about this before bed.
Yeah, haven't you played D&D before?
Pizza Hut KFC Taco Bell combo.
I always hate it when I had a sleepover and someone just keeps touching my head and saying they'd
Normal.
like to dismember it. Okay.
What?
How is your sword?
How is my sword?
Poor Kerr just
Yeah.
wants to sleep, and Reggington's like,
It's pretty swordy. It is horrible prison and pretty swordy.
It's a horrible prison for whom?
You know.
No,
Him.
well, you throw things around, and I never really follow up, and that's my own fault, and I'm trying to make amends and
You
learn
know.
more about you.
He's prison.
Who's prison?
You know.
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking.
You mortals know nothing.
Is that true?
Boy, Reggington's really a good investigator.
Yeah, can I make an Arcana check about swords that are prisons?
soul knife.
Yeah.
Imagine if Reggington was
Great
a
roll.
cop. He would like write so many tickets.
Does the 26 get me anything?
Wow. What do you want to know? And I might need help on this, so.
I want to know about Kerr's sword, and if I've heard of any magical swords that are prisons.
Ooh. Well, with a 26, you betcha. Yes, I think in your dealings, and having been in Aliador, so close to Sinya Bar to the north, all the elves, yeah, you would have been able to understand that there are rumors, stories, instruments, which sort of
I guess-
capture the essence of
Can I
a user.
rephrase my question? Are there any famous monsters or deities or cotton swords?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything familiar about this sword other than that's the same material as in my head?
Well, with the 26, I think that it was supposed to have been kept under very very secretive wraps, but you had heard whispers of a sword in the north belonging to a god called the Nameless One.
Arthur.
Do you want me to give a hint?
Yeah.
Would that help?
Camelot.
You okay? I'm substitute DMing for a second. You've heard of a sword that was held in a monastery that was there was a sword that imprisoned some sort of ancient nameless evil that was Elpris imprisoned it within a sword thousands of years ago.
I mean, evil's all relative, right?
It's stuck in a rock and you have to like pull it out. Sorry.
I don't
I'm
think
like
that sword
imagining
is stuck anywhere
Camelot
right
and
now.
stuff.
You're turning into squirrels.
I believe that sword is stuck nowhere right now.
Ooh.
What, and then who? Elpris?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what was that?
Elpris was the thing in all the backstory material.
Mm-hmm.
Was the Jesus figure
Right.
of this world.
Okay.
Right.
Jesus figure. Alright.
Died for our
Ooh.
sins.
That's the monotheistic
Talk
religion
about
of
him a
this
lot
world.
of the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
That's come up a lot of times.
Wow.
Oh, well, good morning, everyone.
Info dump. Info dump.
Codium over.
Great pillow talk. Just like bedtime stories. Everybody.
And any other questions?
Eric, I'll interrogate you tomorrow night.
Oh yeah.
I mean, talk. We'll talk.
Wait till he's king, you guys.
I always hate it when I have a dinner party and I tell everyone, all right, so the interrogation will start at 8. I mean, light conversation. All right.
Do you schedule your conversations like that usually?
I hope.
Yes, we have one coming up in 5 minutes.
I don't have friends.
Kerr will take a watch because I can take 2 watches.
It's
Well, the
only
nerd
fair.
will just sleep because she doesn't want to have a bloodshot eye.
Just let the
then-
elves handle it.
Yeah.
Does Nerd have like a head-sized sleeping mask?
Oh yeah, it's made out of like satin. She snuck it out of the Baron's house a long time ago. So.
Love it. Okay. All right.
And then
good
she
night,
checks the
everybody.
bell one more time and then goes to bed.
And we will leave off there for this week. Thank you for. Oh,
He's just kidding, I think.
Yeah, Kerr wraps up like a cat and just snoozes.
Don't tell Kerr what Kerr's doing. Kerr wraps up like a dog and sneezes.
Nerg messages Celebsuni and Kerr and is like, is Regington okay, or is it because he thinks he's a king now? Or he knows that.
I've seen a lot of people put on airs once they find out they're royal. They think he's just that.
She doesn't say anything back because she fell asleep.
I want to know how bad it'll be if you get my head when I die.
We'll never figure that out.
Only one way
They'll
to find
die.
out. Roll Arcana. So, anything happen overnight?
During the watches, you see sort of shadows under the door occasionally, and you hear voices
Of the air?
in, huh?
Of the air?
So punny.
Do we get points for dropping our own name in our own show?
Mm,
Is that how you mark it?
Only if they go to Skillshare.com. Yeah.
There's a person named Simon in the show? Wow, I should watch it.
Not a common name. But you hear voices in Draconic. And does Regington take a watch?
No. 'Cause I
Okay.
think just the
All right.
elves wanted to do it.
All right, elves.
I don't know why they made it racial.
You non-sleeping elves.
When
you.
Regington needs his beauty sleep. You know, kings. Yeah.
All right. So yeah,
Molting season.
Kings, yeah.
you see some see some shadows, hear some voices. All in all, everything's fine. Good morning. Any questions? I guess that was the question.
are there pancakes?
No. Yeah, Nerg looks around, wonders why nobody's eating pancakes, because she usually likes to watch people eat in the morning. It's not happening. And
How do
she
you-
knows.
How do you make pancakes in an abandoned bathroom?
Well, maybe.
Careful.
Maybe in like her explorer's pack, it came with like a pot. And I don't know where you find flour and stuff, but she's gonna try and start looking. Maybe the tiny hut came with some, like a continental breakfast.
Yeah, this the kind of cut should come with a cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different than that. What's that mansion spell?
Yeah, it has a tiny
Cool
breakfast
mansion.
service, right?
Yeah, tiny. um,
Yeah, Lich 99 gets it.
wow.
All right, so Regington, this is sort of your show. What is the plan? We're gonna go find your retarded brother?
You
I'm
can't
sorry,
say that, Casey.
mentally challenged brother.
Yes, we will be deplatformed in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Thank you for.
Oh, this is when we scheduled to have a conversation, anyways.
Oh yes, good point.
Yes.
Not an interrogation.
Is there any tricks that you spellcasters might have to keep us hidden?
I can cast invisibility on like one person.
It could make cloud of darkness. No one.
Oh, that's a
dark
good
cloud.
one. I like that better.
I can
They
make
say, oh, there's
silence.
cloud of darkness coming towards us. We don't want no part of that.
Or I have disguise self. And I can like make us look like, I don't know, camouflage. Or myself. But it doesn't make sense to make me look like a kobold. I'm like, yeah.
I think Ellington might be able to help us get through that entranceway we saw and hold off any questions for a moment. But I think after that we enter the King's Hall. I don't know what's to stop him from calling all the kobolds to come and fight us.
Well, he likes puppets. Maybe I could like use my thingy, the performance of creation, and make like a puppet. And maybe we could like offer it to him or something. A puppet offering. I don't know. I don't know what else he likes. So.
Trade offer.
You know politics.
You receive
yeah.
one puppet. We receive entry to your treasure room.
This puppet's different. It like makes music all the time.
I'm
But the
not
thing is,
like
it only
other
lasts like
puppets.
4 hours, so it might disappear, and then he might get mad. So we'd have to, if we do that, we have 4 hours.
I guess we have to figure out what our objective is here, because I know we came here just for the music, like a rock and roll festival. We weren't really interested in the politics, but here we are, and I find myself in the middle of a family that I don't know or understand, but I do feel like I have a desire to kill all of them. Is that natural?
Yeah, that's standard.
That's okay. That is standard.
Oedipus complex.
I can always
Should
turn
we-
invisible. Oh, sorry. Or
I guess,
somebody
should we
else could
plan
to get the music.
to go in there and fight them, or should we want to plan on being sneaky and just going through to the treasure room?
Why
To
don't
be honest, sneaking
I like
seems
sneaky.
like a better plan, but I'm also very bad at sneaking.
let's sneak to the music at least and see the situation there, and
Yeah.
if anyone even cares about the music, maybe it's just locked in an old cupboard or something.
It's also
We need to save Fluffy. Yeah. For
It's
Kerr.
easier to fight than to sneak than fight than to fight and sneak.
True.
Yeah. You know what
Yeah,
happens when you
I-
fight before you sneak, so.
I'm fairly
Like
sneaky to
freeze
begin with.
Spring a leak.
Um,
So we're gonna sneak.
Well, why don't you go first then, Regington? We'll sneak
Or maybe
behind
Kirk could cast his darkness too, and that'll like
you. It's not
will just
exactly
look like a giant shadow.
inconspicuous.
it's like you can't see what's in there, but you see it. You see this giant well of ink.
Yeah, they'll be like scared of it. Like we'll look like a cave monster, like the mall monster, you know.
Okay, well, first, let's see how many hours our first telepathic bond is, and that is 6 hours. That's pretty good. and I'm gonna stretch, get limber, and then I want to sneak through the main hall towards the King's Hall.
Beautiful. Why don't you give me an acrobatics check for stretching?
He's doing yoga now.
I think I'm proficient in that. That's a 19.
That's awesome. Yes, it is such a good stretch. You do that thing where when your arms are fully extended, they kind of start shaking a little bit.
I don't know how you stretch.
You might want to
Stretch arms.
get that checked out.
Yeah.
Take one
Stretch so good your
temporary
arm
hit
just
point.
falls off and you have to put it back on.
Ooh.
Yes.
All right, you got one temp hit point. Okay. Tell me again specifically what is happening now.
Well, is there any noise outside this chamber? It's the morning?
Yes.
Is it quiet? Is it busy?
Mm-hmm. You hear little kobold draconic voices mumbling, blah blah, talking. One of them sounds deeper and older than the rest. That's it. That's what you hear. Mm.
Well, I guess I'll roll for stealth.
Yeah, I just kind of want to stealth out. Into that entryway we were yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and past that to where towards the Kings.
Very good. All right. And you're going alone.
We'll peek out
Mm-hmm.
to watch him.
Whoever's peeking out. So Kevin, give me a stealth check. And then whoever's peeking out.
Yeah, I'll roll the hide and peek, and I rolled a 17.
Okay.
Kerr's not peeking. Kerr's bad at peeking.
I got a 22 peeking.
Okay.
So it's 21 stealth.
21. Kevin, how about you roll with advantage?
Because he's a king.
That is 26 stealth.
26.
Wow. That's a good dice. You've had
Very
like
good.
really good rolls tonight. Wow.
Okay, so peeking first.
It sounds like a restaurant.
You
Oh,
open the door
sorry.
just a little bit. There are the kobold soldiers outside. Some of them are just lounging around and talking. Some of them are guarding the entrance to what is presumably the king's room. That would be off to your right. But yes, again, there are 25 kobolds in here, including
Oh, wow.
you see Ellington, the one with whom you spoke last time, talking, giving various small orders and such. Action.
Too bad I can't crawl on the ceiling and stuff.
Okay, so
sorry.
I'm trying to sneak past.
Was that Kev?
I'm trying to sneak past them.
Okay. Very good. Let me just do this.
How far to the door? To the king's room?
30 feet.
30 feet?
Is it open or closed?
It is close.
All right, Kerr, maybe if he cracks that door open, you and I misty step through.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's a good idea, I think.
And then I'll like keep watch and I can telepathically message you guys, like, all three of you, in case something happens.
I forget, do these people think you're a god of some sort?
They haven't seen me yet, so I have a feeling they won't like me, so I hope they don't see me. Maybe I'll like paint myself and make myself look like a puppet, just in case. Since the king likes puppet, just in case. Yeah. So
Hello, here's
we'll say I
a
did that.
5'11" puppet.
Yeah, I like paint black lines to look like straight, and I tie some strings to my wrist and stuff, but they're kind of just hanging for obvious reasons. But yeah.
5'11", 2 feet of it is I.
But yeah, so I look like a weird puppet person, I guess. Not a mime, but yeah.
There's
All right.
no I in
Yeah.
Nirg, which is crazy because she's all I.
All I, yeah.
Regington
All I did.
slips through the door, and as soldiers are speaking and interacting and talking with each other, you walk very silently past them at opportune times And just for effect, the audience at home, with each step, hears bum bum, dum dum dum, bum 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 dum 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 dum, bum bum.
Like mouse
And,
hunt.
You overhear two of them speaking, and they're like, in Draconic, yeah, I swear I heard a bell. What was to be that bathroom last night? And the other one goes, it was probably a ghost. Yes, the bathroom ghost.
Oh, see, so if we cast darkness, they're gonna think it was a goat. See?
Bum bum dum 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 dum. Whoa. Dum 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 dum. Regington, you managed to just Metal Gear Solid past every kobold soldier in there, and you are at the door. It's sort of a little bit. It's not flush with the wall, but it's in a little bit. So you step
Yes,
past ahead. These two
Smoked
guards.
the horse cigarettes to calm my nerves before the sniping missions. Is the door locked?
Don't you try it?
I think he just did.
It
So,
cracks
no.
open. Are you ready?
Say, here we go, on 3. Uno, dos, tres, and I open the door.
Okay, Misty Step.
And I want to sneak in.
I'm
just
keeping
slip
watch
in.
as I
All
hide
right.
and peek.
So 1.
Oh, I forgot to give you guys
Guards,
that.
stay
Too
staying
late.
behind to see what happens.
And
Oh, this
And
music
then I'm
is
just,
so.
since I realize that it's me and Celebsuni going possibly to our demise, I message Nirg just very quickly, just, if I die, don't let her have my head.
She says okay. She'll keep it for herself.
I
Yeah.
turn to Nirg and say, I've been thinking a lot about Dragon's heads recently. Each is a great head, right?
She nods in agreement, and then she kind of draws a stone on her eye too, to for her puppet look. I don't know how that works on her eye skin, but it works. So.
Kevin,
She just has like a face in her eye.
Sorry.
Regington. Or you could just like make a facsimile of a head with just one huge eye and then there's a face off to the side. I'm going to draw that right now. Regington? Yes.
I'm gonna psychic talk. Is everything okay? What's going on up there?
We don't know yet.
We are waiting to find out.
Regington, as you walk in, here is what you see. You see a 60 square foot room, and behind, in the back, behind the king's throne, the king is sitting on his throne with 2 puppets in his hands. Behind that is a doorway. To the left of that is another doorway. And you see a bald human at a very large board. And written on the board, it says Cobalt Heights. And then it has a picture of a dragon breathing stuff. And then it has Goliath Village. And then big arrows that say fire here, point fire here, kill a lot.
What could they be planning?
It's very hard to read his handwriting.
They are just focused on the board. Now, in the shadows, behind the king's throne in the corner, is a figure that is completely shrouded, wearing a cowl, who you can barely make out, but you do see hands. They look hideous. They look deformed.
Hank Venture.
That must be Greg, huh?
They are kobold.
Okay, so
King?
3 people in the room? The king, the human, and the shadowy kobold?
That is correct.
Walk into a bar. Oh, sorry.
they look completely distracted, especially the bald human.
Is there anything in the room that we could barricade the door with easily?
There is furniture. There are some chairs around a very large table. On the table, it's sort of like a battle map as well. It's actually they're miniatures. They look like Dungeons and Dragons miniatures by Hasbro. And you, so Regington, you see this, you feel fairly certain that you've gone in here unnoticed.
Nerg,
But-
oh sorry.
Yes, sorry.
Nerg
go ahead.
telepathically messages them if they see the sheet music, or feel it, or whatever.
It-
No, I think it's in the treasure room.
Yeah.
Oh, that's different in the king's room. Okay.
But Regington, as you catch a glimpse of the king, a lot of memories start coming back to you, and you look at him and you get a sense of dread of being brushed aside. Memories of you as a very young kobold asking for attention and him being too busy. But
Well, he had a kingdom to run. That's
Yeah,
understandable.
the memories from childhood until early adulthood were fairly nice. He was actually maybe not warm, but not cold. And then after something happened, he became different. The bald person is a bald humanoid. You know him as Doryu, and you can see him in flashes of memory standing over you as you lay on a table, drugged and groggy, as he's taking a blade to your forehead. Searing pain
Ew.
rushes through you. And you can see a jewel going inside of your skull. And you get no good feelings from this person.
I would like to
Oh.
invoke my emboldening bond at this point.
Brought to you by Gold Bond.
Brought to you by Gold.
Trade your gold.
Big bond.
Learn more about Gold Bond at ComeDy&D.com/Skillshare.
Ever want to learn how to properly apply Gold Bond so it doesn't get all clumpy? So Casey Celeb Quintal. So you're doing your emboldening bond.
Yeah, just so everyone gets a D4.
Like everyone gets a D4. Okay.
We have to be within how many feet of you?
30 feet.
Yeah, I was about to say
30
how
feet
far
of each
away
other.
from. How far away from Celeb Punto am I?
You're still in the bathroom. So
Is that like
you
30
are,
feet?
You are, I would say, about 45 feet away from Regington, but you, Kerr, are all within range of Cell.
So okay, so I do have it.
All right.
So I felt like a little tingle, and then the D4.
Kind of a minty, refreshing.
Oh, I feel emboldened.
All right, Regington. What do you want to do?
Let's see if we can get all the stuff and maybe kill them.
All right, first the stuff, then the killing.
Let's just do the stuff. Just one thing at a time. And we're gonna try and sneak past to that door to the left.
All right, everyone gets a D4 for their ability check.
Regington, I'll let you have that same stealth roll that you did. And I guess, let's see, Philipsuni and Nerg rolled.
Tied?
To stealth, was that right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like
That was sort
hiding.
of the group
from
stealth
people.
check.
Yeah.
Okay, so take it away, guys.
I will Misty Step to join them.
Okay, so you're gonna peek up
Natural
to the-
20.
Natural.
All right, how do I get it?
Roll
I'm
for
gonna
that, okay.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself and try and get in there before they close the door.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I do that.
Okay. Nerg, you cast invisibility, and you are able to move around quite stealthily. You feel that there is no notice of your presence in the greeting room. You make
Okay.
it to the doorway.
And do I see my friends?
So Celebsuni and Kerr have Misty stepped, both of you.
Yes.
Yeah, I go inside through the door.
All right.
Yeah, assuming it's
Now-
open. Yeah.
You are. Yeah, you are not noticed. The bald-headed
Okay.
figure is still focused very much on this board. He's taking a dragon mini and just going.
Is that one of his puppets?
No,
Oh.
one of those D&D minis. Brought to you by Bandai. And then the king is sitting there with these two puppets. They're humanoid puppets on his lap.
So we're gonna sneak around to the treasure room.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. You make it to the door, and it's 60 feet. The cowled figure is just slumped in the corner and sitting perfectly still, breathing steadily. You make it to the treasure room.
Do we see the music?
Okay.
Near, you can't see music.
Oh, good point. Like, what do we see? Yeah.
The door is locked. Shocking, I know.
All right, let's do it. Let is pick a lock.
You have a
I
D4.
don't think I've done this a lot. Oh.
I feel like you've done this quite a bit.
Oh, that's 23, 27.
That's a good
Wow.
dice.
Wow. 27. Yep. You just slink it open, and the room opens. Okay. So, you guys want to come in? You can come in. It is pitch black in here.
Well, let's close the door before we light it up.
Yeah, I run in there.
We all have dark vision.
I don't even know if my friends know I'm here.
We
'cause I'm
have dark
invisible.
vision, DM.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
DM, what do we see? We have dark vision.
Just don't tell us the colors because we can only see it in gray.
Yeah,
Guys,
but not sure that is. But
calm down, or I'm turning this session around.
Like,
You
Damn,
see
what
it-
does it smell like in here?
You see a 20 by 20 foot room. There is various bits of treasure. There are some items and things in bottles. You also see a gauze covered in gauze horse.
is this the mummified horse?
Mummified horse. Okay.
how big
Is it
the
horse sized?
Does the horse have a mouth?
It's huge. It's huge. It's a huge horse. You're like, how do they even get it in the door? Probably had to tilt it and bring it in sideways and then tilt it around the corner. It's huge. So it's a big horse. Lastly, at the very end is a chest.
Hmm.
Does any of the treasure look good?
Reggington will investigate the chest.
And I
Does the
will,
treasure look good?
I will cast Detect Magic.
Oh
You
yeah.
will cast Detect Magic. All right. Are you ritual?
Yeah, I'll start ritual casting it.
And the 22 to investigate the chest.
Great.
Wow.
All right. Do you wait for him or do you just go?
I'm going, but if there's some if the investigation is revealing arcane runes, then I might wait for him to do his stuff too.
Okay. Well, Celebsuni, you do pick up abjuration magic.
Ooh.
From the chest.
From the chest.
Anything else magical in this room?
Nothing besides the chest. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I guess there's other stuff. Dang it. Items and shit. Stuff.
Ooh.
Well, I'll get to it. Just back off. Easy. Yeah, so some of the items and stuff are
Regington, there's some protective magic on that chest. I can dispel it, but it will cost me a high-level slot. Do you think you can handle it, or should I dispel it?
Maybe we should poke it with something first and see what happens.
Maybe we forget about the chest. It seems like a little bit of a trap.
Okay, let's see what else there is first.
Yeah, and maybe if we survive everything else, we can come back and dispel the chest.
We break into treasure room? We don't even open chest?
I mean, Kerr, if you want to, knock yourself out.
We'll see if that happens. Kerr opens chest.
You open the chest?
Kerr opens chest.
With your sword?
With sword.
Regington will be as far away from the chest as you can.
Yes, I think we all backed up when we saw that happening.
Yeah.
And did you dispel any magic?
Nope. Why would we?
Kerr's hitting magic with a sword.
And inside,
Huh.
you hear... No, inside you see a
Fluffy.
rolled up piece of parchment. But you also hear... Here. What?
We hear music?
Yeah, that'll do. That's fine. You hear a very blaringly loud sound.
Like horns?
Kerr
Like
closes
alarm
the
again.
chest and hides in the gold. Hide in the treasure pile!
Yeah, Regington hides behind the horse.
Okay. All right.
We
And
all
Nerd's
hide.
just invisible. Yeah, so she just kind of stands there. But she sits on the floor kind of like a puppet would if it's relaxed in case she gets uninvisible. So at least she'll look like a puppet.
All
Kerr,
right.
did you grab the music sheet before you hid in the gold like a coward?
Can I have done that?
Yeah.
Would you have done that?
Yes.
Okay. So you have the music, you have the sheet music, but you also hear shouting coming from the king's room. In Draconic. Then you hear the doors open, and there are... So let's see. Kerr's in the gold pile. Reg is behind the horse. Cell and Nerd.
I'm just invisible. Yeah.
Are there rafters?
Like dinosaurs?
No, with
No,
a-
like the kind
with
in
an
the
F.
ceiling. Well, that's a good question.
But are there dinosaurs?
No.
Yes, can I... Is there anything on the ceiling that I can climb up to and hide in?
Nope. Just pretty standard bare ceiling.
I go like behind the door.
Drywall? Drywall ceiling?
You're still
Stone.
invisible, right?
Yeah, she's invisible. And then she kind of sat, you know, when you open the door and you can hide behind it, she's kind of like behind that, but she's like relaxed looking like a puppet, but
Okay.
she's invisible. So you can see that anyway.
So you hear a lot of commotion happening in the king's room.
So I'll hide also.
How and where? and why and where and how?
What looks like a good hiding spot?
Is there more room in the treasure pile?
Yeah, go in the gold pile. It's like Chuck E. Cheese and you go into the ball pit.
There's stuff. I would say one thing that catches your eye is, there's some empty shelves that you could fit in.
Hard for me to picture, but okay, I will fit into an empty shelf.
Yes. And it has like a, what is this? It's like a door, but it goes this way, but it goes like up and down instead of left and right.
Oh, like a hatch, but not a house.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, for anyone who is watching, we are hiding. For anyone that is watching, thank you for watching ComeDy&D. Hope you're having a good evening.
Is that what we see? We see more. They're starting to play D&D, and that's why he was like so focused on his minis earlier. Is that why we heard commotion?
The door opens, and immediately light flickers. The torches on the wall illuminate, and you see Ellington walk in first, followed by a number of kobold soldiers.
Near, can you make like an animal appear or something?
I won't be invisible, but I can like throw my bell like outside the room, and they might think it's the ghost again. And I do that because I'm by the door, and it's open. I'm assuming it sounds like, so I'll like. Hopefully it doesn't make me visible, but
Hopefully it doesn't hit anyone, because that would count as an
yeah,
attack.
I throw it out the door and try not to hit anybody.
Okay, and then
And I try and throw as far as I can, like the other side of the room outside the door, so they like think it's the ghost again.
And then I'll use thaumaturgy to make the door from the king's room back to like the lobby fly open.
Oh, like a ghost.
Yeah, like maybe
see?
there's someone invisible leaving with the treasure.
What's
Yeah,
the
you
range
hear
on
the.
that?
30 feet.
So they heard the bell on the door, so maybe they think it's a ghost.
6. It's too far.
Too bad.
Oh, but Nerd, give me a athletics check.
Okay, maybe I should use a different dice.
Last week it was
Jesus
Hayden's
Christ.
dice.
7.
7. Yeah, you throw it barely outside of the door, but this bell just goes tingling and falls at the feet of some of these soldiers, and they raise their spears and swords to it, and one of them tries to stab it, and they just say, "Oh, some treasure must have fallen out."
I don't think they can see me, so it's still there.
This bell looks really. I don't know if this is treasure. Looks like a really crappy bell.
How far away am I from the door?
You're 15 feet from the door.
Can I press the digitate? Oh, range 10 feet and press the digitation. Screw that. I was gonna try to make a meow.
Okay,
Ellington.
do I have to do this?
Ellington comes into the room, and Regington is the only one who hears him tell the other troops. Says, "Allow me. I will conduct a search, a very thorough search. If anyone is in here, please back me up." And so the other kobolds are just standing guard.
This is the brother who was playing with the dolls?
No,
This is Regington's
This is the one who was helping us.
Oh, okay.
Ellington?
Wallet dude.
Wallet.
A wallet
yeah,
man.
Wallet dude. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna very quickly message Celebsuni Nir can be like, this might be one of those times where I die and you have to destroy my head before Kerr gets it.
But this is your buddy. Just let him know not to find us.
No, we're gonna do a little bit better than that. we will be doing better than that. Regington jumps on top of the petrified horse and says, "It is I, Regington Exeter, first son of the king, true leader of Kobold Heights. Your royalty has been corrupted by an outsider who has left you with death and suffering and no maul. We must rise up against Doryu and Gregory and free ourselves and free us from this oppressive, endless, forever war with the Goliaths."
Wow.
Celeb starts clapping. Oh, whoops.
Wait, are you in the treasure pile?
I'm in a shelf that has a door.
Oh, okay.
A cabinet?
Like the broom
Here's-
closet.
Regington
Okay.
hears one of the soldiers say, "Was that shelf just clapping?" So
He's got the shelf vote.
And it's a terrible roll, but it's still, and I'm using a psychic die to bump it up, and it's really not helping too much, but it's still a 17.
hey,
Oh wait, sorry, it is 17 to persuade. No,
I'm
wait,
gonna
19.
I'm gonna use the
19
psychic
persuade.
link and tell the Regington. This is a weird question to ask right now, but can I have your head when you die?
And that's the message, no.
Ellington very loudly says, and he looks quite upset, but he's trying to control it. He says, "Your Highness, it is good of you to return after all this time. I won't ask what you're doing in the treasure room, but it looks like you were on the horse."
We're
Trying
arming
to-
ourselves. What's happening to
You also appear
Regington
to
is
just
You're-
be
you're
a
so
the
hidden.
yellow
superior orb.
Wow. Regington, where did you go? Says Ellington. I see. It's a yellow square, Cassie.
Stop.
Oh, there you are.
program crash.
Ah,
Yes, it is
Yes.
I, Regington.
Wow.
We came here to arm ourselves with the weapons of our ancestors that are rightfully ours. Don't
Who is
belong
this-
to Doryu.
who is this we you talk about? I only see yourself. And he goes to his men and he says, "Weapons down."
It's the collective we, Ellington. It's all of us of the Kobold Heights.
I see. So all of the kobolds, and he very loudly says, "All of the kobolds who have been kind of driven from our home and working laboriously to build weapons for the coming war. You are here to join us in the coming war against the Goliaths." Yes. And
Ellington, I just made a whole speech to persuade everybody, and I don't really think you're getting on board with this.
oh, I
It's
see.
time
That
to
was
change and adapt.
it was a well, yes. Please come, get off your high horse and follow me. It is good to have you back, but you will have to see your roll insight. Your father.
Wow.
That is an 18.
You understand that he said the word father with a slight tremble in his voice, as if it was
Ooh.
hard for him to get the word out.
Is he like tearing up or something? Or is it like a different type of tremble?
Yeah, it was
There's like sad tremble and mad tremble.
father.
Or scared tremble.
Or scared, yeah.
Or is it really hard to pronounce word in Draconic?
Or he might be cold.
Okay, so he invites you to come down and to join him in the hall, and you just hear, "What's that? What is going on in my treasure room? Is my treasure talking again?"
It's obviously the puppets.
I think I heard
Yeah.
Regington pushes out past Ellington and any of the other kobolds unless they try and stop him. And says, "It is I, your son, Regington Exeter, and I am here to free the kingdom of that man," and points at Doryu.
And Doryu turns around and he just puts it, and he looks. Welcome home, he says.
This is not your home, bald man.
Of course not. This is our home. And in order to
No,
keep it safe,
It is my home. You are an outsider, an interloper. You are a destroyer of malls.
Wait, do you mean M-A-U-L?
Oh no, M-A-L-L-S.
it's
He
quite a
didn't actually
charge.
destroy it, but his policies have just more or less destroyed it. It's an empty, useless shell.
And he looks at all of the soldiers and the king. He says, Your Highness, he comes throwing these accusations around, and he calls this his home. But who would leave their home? We have stayed here to defend our home. Is that not right?
You have forced me out, and I have returned. You do not defend, you attack.
These
If
are
you feel so threatened by me, challenge me. Fight me yourself, Doryu. Put away your toys, your experiments.
you have come here after so much time away, and you
Yes,
were
I
trying
think we covered
to.
this.
Yes, right. I just wanted to, you know, for the for the soldiers. Yes, I, I will not challenge you. You are family. We are all family. Is that not right, Your Highness?
You're no family of mine.
We are family.
family.
Yeah. I got my sister and me.
Okay.
They said that we're family. Mm.
Is my detect magic picking up anything on the puppet guy, the king?
Nope, just a whole lot of bad shit.
Just puppets.
It's-
Okay.
Okay. So Doryu is saying, please, let us not attack each other. We have faced enough from the outside world, trying to get in here. Isn't that right, everyone? And they go, yeah, yeah. I guess we're getting attacked. And he says, you come all this way. You say your family, yet you don't want to see your brother. And from the corner in the shadow, a figure stands up, hulking and lumpy, and he steps out into the light, and he
Is it Fluffy?
put,
Yes.
Yeah.
Fluffy is your brother.
it's Connor. Papa, this whole time I was behind.
I learned how to lay egg.
But he looks exactly like you, but really fucked up, and like half his face
Wait,
is sort
are
of
you saying I'm
melting.
lumpy?
And he's all lumpy. Yeah, like you, but lumpy, and like sort of half of his face is swollen and like this. And hello, Regington. Do you miss me? I've not seen my brother in years. It is I. I've changed a bit, but it is I, your brother, Greg. And you see all of the soldiers just kind of back off a little bit, and they're just like, ugh.
Does he look like the guy in
I've changed
300?
too. I have a fucking jewel in my head because Doryu cut open my head and put it there.
What
We've
is
all
it?
gone through shit. I'm trying to change it.
You come, and the king says, you come here hurling these accusations that you have no proof. And then Greg says,
There's a jewel in my head.
a pretty big jewel in his head. And Ellington is like, yes, that is a very large jewel in his head. But Regington, things have changed quite. We are under the protection of Master Doryu. Yes, the protection of Master Doryu.
You are not under his protection. You are under his thumb.
You see Ellington go like,
I'll telepathically say to Regison, let me know if you want a zone of truth on him.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds fun.
Okay.
Is there
Am I within 60 feet of him?
Yes.
Zone of
Is there
truth.
anybody? Is there are any soldiers in the treasure room still?
Yes, but they're all kind of filed out, and they're watching this drama go down.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna position myself within the treasure that I can jump out easily if need be.
Very
It's like
good.
the Maury show.
So everyone in a 15-foot radius of Doryu needs a charisma save, DC 15.
Nice.
All right.
And I am aware if they saved or not.
Doryu has saved.
Aw.
Yes, very much.
Can I cast it again?
What about Lumpy? Oh.
Lumpy is not.
Oh.
Oh, the king.
Actually, let me do this. Hang on.
Or what's Lumpy's name? I guess it's Lumpy
Greg.
now. Oh, Greg. Okay.
Sure, Salapsuni, if you want to do it again.
Yes. Who needs spell slots? I will cast it again after I feel that he has saved.
All right. Wow. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Save
You
again.
could have lied.
A third time with my last second level slot.
Yeah.
You have another spell, maybe. That it's another thing.
I really don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Charisma save, right?
Charisma. DC
Save
15.
again.
This guy is very charismatic, Regington. I'm sorry.
Wow. Yeah.
As I was saying, we're not
'Cause he's
going
a
to
king.
attack each other. Regington, welcome home, and we hope that you would join us in protecting this home. Otherwise, Your Highness, I feel as though this is not your son. Not my
I
son.
told you it's like the Maury show.
That makes sense. I don't remember my son having a giant jewel sticking out of his forehead.
Well, seems
Where's
like
that
it's go
screaming
time.
coming
So
from?
I'm going to make an attack against Doryu.
Okay. Now we can roll for initiative.
Okay, did you guys hear that
Wow.
screaming though? Like, oh Jesus, this
I
died.
think that was some room noise.
I'm like Hayden's last night. It's room noise. I
Natural 20.
14.
rolled a 10.
21.
All right, hang on a second. So Kerr with the nat 20.
That's
Sel
going to be
with the-
a 22 total.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you're first. Nerg,
10.
and then Regington,
21.
21. Who has the higher dex? And Celebsuni
Probably-
and...
But I got 14.
I don't know.
Oh, you got 14. Never mind. Okay. Oh, I see. Was that your dex or your... 14?
14 initiative.
Initiative. Oh, I'm sorry. I heard 21. Oh, all right. Well, here we go. Regington, I will let you have a surprise round.
Oh wow, that's a good roll.
Okay, I am going to... Regington will use his bonus action to aim. And
Mhm.
then he will attack with a psychic knife.
Okay.
I'm so stupid.
And that is 15 plus 4 is 19 plus 3, so that's 22 to hit.
22 does indeed hit. Wow, cool.
So that is 6 psychic damage and 14. Well, I guess it's all psychic damage.
Okay.
So that is 20 psychic damage.
Sorry, I was talking to myself. If you guys heard that.
All right. Wow. Okay.
And then are there like podiums or columns or anything like that in this room?
Sure. Yeah. There's
Yeah.
some chairs. There's some furniture and things of the
I'll
like.
take cover behind a chair.
Okay. You used your bonus action, right?
Yeah, so this is just my movement.
Very good.
Oh, you know what?
All
I
right.
can't move. Never mind. I have to stay exactly where I am.
Okay.
That's part of the bonus action.
If
is
you
give
stay
up your movement.
perfectly still, lizards can't see you, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how they got away from the rafters in Jurassic Park.
Their vision is based on movement.
Yes. Amazing. Kind of hidden. All right, so that was the surprise round. So you heard this, and you hear Doryu lash out, "Oh, my lord! Oh, this imposter pretending to be your son has just attacked me. I am injured." Kerr, you are up.
He's in the gold pile. He's gonna like.
I psychically message Regington and be like, "You want us to come help you? What's the plan here?"
Yeah, that would be appreciated. Let's try and not to kill any of the other kobolds, but maybe knock them out. At least until we have Doryu down and we can see if he has control over them or something. Or, you know,
Just
if
say,
they're
like-
all just assholes, then we can kill them.
Cool. Can I run out the door, or is there people blocking the door?
You can run out the door. There are people directly outside of the door, and it is fairly crowded, so...
Okay, I'm going to cast darkness on myself,
Okay.
and then I'm going to run out the door as best I can.
Okay.
They're gonna think he's the ghost with the bell.
So let me just get one...
Spooky.
Oh, I can do this. Hold on a second.
Doo-doo-doo. So just say non-lethal after like every attack, since we don't want to kill them.
All right, so you're casting
Right.
darkness, and then what was the other thing?
I'm gonna try to run out the room to as close to Doryu as I can.
Okay. That is, you're not going to be able to reach him with your regular speed. You'll be
That's
closer
fine.
to the king. However, it's 30-foot darkness.
It's 15-foot radius, so 30-foot diameter.
Okay. You are in a spot where the king is in darkness with you. None of the kobolds, but it is just you and the king in this spot of darkness right now.
Cool. And
Okay.
then I will cast my Hexblade Curse with my bonus action on Doryu.
Can you do two things? Can you do darkness, two magic things?
Hexblade Curse
X-Blade
is not a
Curse
spell.
isn't a spell.
Ah, good. Okay. And you're going to cast that on Doryu.
Yeah.
Excellent. Oh boy. All right. It is done. Doryu is hex.
He's in darkness now. Okay.
Reddington Exeter.
Regington is going to use his bonus action to aim, and he's going to sharpshoot a shot on Doryu.
Oh boy.
And that is a crit.
Wow. I don't know why I'm cheering.
So that is 14, 18, 20, 23, 24,
Did you play that?
29.
I was like,
32,
you're screaming again.
34. That's 35 psychic damage.
35 psychic damage. Holy moly. Wow. Psychic damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Of course he's immune, right? But
No, it looks like it hurts. It looks like it hurts like normal hurt. And he clutches his head. Yeah, and he yells. And anything else you
it's a
want to
taste
do?
of your own medicine. And no, that's everything I can do.
All right.
Leaving myself wide open.
Okay. Celebsuni, it is now your turn.
All right, I will roll out of the cupboard. I will run into the darkness. And how close can I get to Doryu?
You're using your regular movement.
I assume I'll need more than that.
What's that?
I assume I'll need more than my regular movement, right?
Yes. So you can make it out of the room. You can make it to the room. You'll have 15 feet from the doorway.
With a dash, or?
If you'd like to dash, you can make it out of the doorway. Out of the doorway, and you cannot get to Doryu. You can get to about where Kerr is.
Okay. Even with a dash, I can't get closer?
Let's see. So I'm going to give you 5 just to get out of your cupboard.
Okay.
10 to the door, so it's
Okay.
15. So you'll have 45 feet of movement left, and that is 60 square.
It's like counting your own dice.
Yeah, you can make it to the king, and you can make it. You'll be 10 feet away from Doryu, the Explorer you.
Okay. I will run that close to him and say, Doryu, did you by any chance kill a bunch of elvish monks as well?
He says, You wear the robes of the Order. You look
Yes.
familiar.
So you admit it?
Do I admit taking the sword of the Nameless and using it to try to create one of the most powerful dragons to raise the Bahamut in existence?
Bahamas.
And did those elves try to stop me? And did I have to kill them in order to make this world safer?
Ask
For those-
3 more questions.
Say,
yes.
Kerr, he's monologuing.
Yes, I did. I killed all of those elves before I took what I could from the sword. Took what I needed.
I see. In that case, I also have a beef with you.
Yes? You are from the same order, I see.
Yes, my mother was in that monastery.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, carry on. I'll be doing something in 6 seconds.
I will let you know. She died quickly.
Are you requesting the same?
Nerg, it is your
Um,
turn.
How far away is Doryu from me? Like, I'm behind the door and stuff.
He is
Door to door you.
he's about 55 feet away from the doorway.
Oh. I don't really want to attack the kobolds, so, am I in the darkness, or?
You're invisible, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's that.
Well, I just wanted to know because I don't think I can see in it.
Yeah, the door's open. No, the torches on the wall were illuminated when Ellington walked in, so you can completely see everything.
I mean, I'm not in Kerr's magical darkness, though.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, Kerr's outside near the king.
It is a magical darkness.
I'm gonna, well, I guess I'll dash to Doryu. I'll go. I'm invisible. Just so
Okay.
you know that.
60 feet. You can get 5 feet away from
Yeah.
Doryu, so you'll be near Cell.
And then, how far is Celebsuni from me? I'm gonna give Celebsuni a bardic inspiration as a bonus action.
Your bonus action would have been to dash.
That's my action.
Okay,
Bards
great.
Can't bonus action
Yeah.
dash.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank
that
you.
was just my act. That was my action, and then bonus action gives Celebsuni a bardic inspiration.
Played this
Thank
game
you.
before. Okay, and at level 6, is that a D8 now?
Yeah, and then let me see what moat I want to give him.
Casey, it just looked like you showed us a tooth. It was like very bright and out of focus.
So you're gonna have the attack roll moat thing.
Thank
So when the target and each creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet has to succeed on a con save, against your, or take thunder damage.
Okay.
Equal to the bardic inspiration die you roll.
Hey. Okay.
And then
All
I'm
right.
still invisible.
Very good. Let me get this. Okay, I'm gonna mute for a second. All right, now it is Doryu's turn. He looks pained. He looks very hurt. He yells, "Your Highness, all I've ever done is sacrifice for this kingdom and for your people, so that they may be safe. And this imposter injures me." He is going to cast.
Bullshit. Excuse me.
He's casting a spell, and I'm gonna mute myself.
Why? That's a spell we hear.
What?
I don't know what.
I think he's giving you a chance to counterspell it.
And playing it back.
Oh, can I
don't think anyone
counterspell it?
has counterspell.
Kerr has
You have
counter. Kerr has counterspell.
Kerr
I
is going to
don't.
attempt to counterspell.
Kerr is going to attempt to counterspell.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
At what level?
The only one I have, level 3.
Okay. Let's see if we're doing this right. It fails. Can
Well-
someone help me?
What
He's got to roll. For
what
it.
spell is he casting?
He's
What level
casting
spell is he
a
casting?
level 6 spell.
No.
Then Kerr must roll a charisma ability check, and he must beat a 16.
Uh-oh.
Does anybody have a flashback to help me?
Don't you have that D4 thing Casey
Yes.
gave
You have-
us?
you
Does
can
that
add a
apply to
D4.
this?
It's an
Yeah,
ability
your
check.
D4.
It won't help.
Oh.
Okay,
I'm sure we'll be
Oh.
fine.
here we go.
Yeah. Wonder what spell this is.
You guys will be fine. Just protect my head.
Don't let Kerr have Regington's head.
All right. I have to do math, so if anybody wants to talk, that would be awesome.
Or you can have
Oh.
my head. You just can't have the gem.
Okay. So make
That's
sure
the
to
main
take.
issue.
Don't let Kerr have the
He said I
gem.
could
What-
take the
why you
sword
being
now,
so-
I feel bad.
Why are you being so stingy? You're gonna
So
be
don't-
dead.
So don't sew the gem onto Kerr's head. Got it.
This is very rude, I think.
I've been told bad things would happen, and
Who told you?
Maybe we can just paint one
Sources.
onto Kerr's head. Yeah, make him feel. Feel special.
Okay, Mr. Regington, I need for you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
okay.
Can we determine what sort of spell is being cast?
Probably not. I think your
Aw.
levels and such, unless
We can't like see it or something.
Look
Like,
through
is
the
there
list of level
goo
6
coming
spells.
out or
let's see.
plasma
Yeah,
or
I would
light?
give one of you a free Arcana check, but I don't think this is
So that's a
anyone's wheelhouse.
15.
Self-Simi still
15?
has detect magic up. What school is it?
That's
Oh,
true.
okay, that's true.
Oh yeah. Oh, wow.
Necromancy.
Level 6 necromancy spells. Let's go.
Oh, maybe we see a skeleton or something.
Okay. You said
The horse is
15?
alive now. I bet you.
Yeah.
What?
You fail. And you are going to take
100
a
damage.
failed save. You're going to take 45 necrotic damage.
Well, Regington's dead.
Yeah, I'm dead. Well, I'm down.
Down.
Yeah.
Even with that extra temporary
You know
hit
what?
point.
Yeah.
You know what? I have an inspiration. I'm gonna use that
Ooh.
Great.
and reroll.
Yes.
Nice.
Do you have
And
emboldened
that's
bomb
worse.
too?
So yeah, I'm down.
Okay, so with Protective Bond starting at 6th level, when a creature affected by emboldening bond is attacked, a second bonded creature within 30 feet can use the reaction to teleport to an unoccupied space within 5 feet and take all the damage instead.
This is not an attack.
Is it an attack?
Well,
It's a saving throw, I guess, so no.
Ah. That would have been cool. Wow. It's like taking a bullet for somebody.
Wow. Okay. We'll just leave that. All right. So you see Regington go down, and Regington, as the spell leaves his fingertips, you just hear Ellington yell, "No!" And he is going to raise his spear, and he is going to yell to his troops, "I order you, do not harm the king, but attack the imposter. Doryu." Top of the round. No. Not top of the round. Yes. Top of the Oh, no, there's one more.
Greg.
Lumpy from the shadows.
My rap name.
Lumpy from the shadows.
Lumpy from the shadows. Watching Rachel Maddow.
Writing this
That's the wrong one.
down.
I was trying to think of something else that rhymed, and it was too late, so it would have been fun.
He is going to rush to the king. And he is going to... Awesome.
Which king?
Yeah, which king?
Puppet king?
A king! Yes! Hey, I'm the king! And he is going to rush over. He's going to... Kerr. He's going to look you dead in the eyes
How?
with his eyes.
In the
his
darkness.
In the
darkness.
magic ass darkness?
face, in your magic ass darkness.
Damn.
Oh, ish.
And he is going to attack you.
So we can see me?
It seems... Listen to how many dice I roll.
Wait, and who's
All right.
attacking her? The puppet king?
Lumpy.
Oh, Lumpy.
Greg. Greg. And he says, "You'll not harm my father." And he's going to 15 hit.
Nope.
Okay.
Lumpy, we're not trying to harm your father. Pay attention.
A 24.
That hits.
Okay. And lastly, that'll miss. Okay, so you take 1 for 8 slashing damage.
Cool. I saved concentration.
Okay, very good. All right. Now, top of the round. Kerr, it is your turn.
I with my free hand, I pat him on the cheek and be like, "That's a good try, my boy. This is the neat trick." And I run past him and I attack. I run past him and probably take an attack of opportunity.
Yep. That'll miss.
And then I will stab Doryu with my sword.
Okay.
and then make
You
2 attack
can
rolls.
make it to Doryu.
Cool.
Okay.
That is going to be a very big number. That is going to be a 26.
26 hits.
And a not so big number. I'm guessing a 16 won't even hit, but yeah, that's gonna be 11.
Okay, a 16 will miss.
Okay.
All
So I
right.
hit once.
Okay, so 1 hit.
Yeah.
How do you like that?
7. Oh god, I gotta look up how all this shit works again. We haven't fought in so long.
Right, I've been reading all my spells. I'm like, hold on.
How is chat doing tonight? Chat want to tell us things?
No.
I hear. How are you?
It's gonna take. He's gonna take 16 damage.
He's
And
going
I'm
to
gonna
take.
say. I'm gonna whisper in your ear. Does this blade feel familiar, my friend?
And his eyes light up. No, this is
Oh.
impossible.
Oh,
The blade of the nameless one. Who are you?
does he turn into like dust? Because it's the blade of the nameless one?
Mm-hmm.
Roll the turn into dust.
Yeah. Like, maybe this is like his kryptonite
Yeah,
or
if it's a natural
something.
1, he just turns
Natural
into dust.
1.
I think that's how the game works.
Not enough wind. I'm sorry. So you attacked him for 16.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, actually, that's not going to. Pardon me.
Another string solo.
Okay, and
Oh,
what
I forgot I got
happened-
advantage on that second hit.
Okay.
My bad.
Because of the darkness?
Oh, because you're.
The darkness.
It might matter. Yeah, it might make a difference.
That's going to be a 22.
Okay, hits.
Okay, then I'm gonna hit him again.
Good. Hit him
Nice.
again.
That's gonna be a 15.
15 points of damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
so 31 total.
Nice.
Okay. As it cuts across him, you feel as though your blade isn't penetrating the flesh as it normally would. There still seems to be some injury, but it's not as satisfying to you. That
I'm
was-
normally satisfied when I hurt things. This is very strange.
Maybe we should have rubbed dragon blood on it or something.
Regington,
Oh, sorry. I'm like,
give me a death saving throw.
It's 18.
All right, one save. You have one save.
I'm dead yet.
Puntul Suni. It's your turn.
Celeb
I don't know
Punto.
who that is. I will bonus action healing word on Regington.
Yet you speak.
That
as
is 7 hit points.
though. Okay.
And does that require me to see him? Do I need to step out? Let's see.
I think so.
Yes, so I'll step out, step 5 feet so I can see him, cast healing word, and then I'm going to go and try to hit Doryu in the middle of this darkness. I roughly remember where he is, so I'll attack with disadvantage, right?
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
Okay, I believe that will hit as long as I use the Bardic Inspiration. It's going to be 24.
Oh,
24 hits.
Okay, including the moat.
what'd you roll on your bardic
I rolled a
inspiration
7.
die? So that's 7 additional thunder damage.
Yes, so including that, it's going to be, where is it, +4?
And it's every creature within 5 feet of you. So if there's another creature next to Doryu or
Like
whatever.
Kerr, for example. I think it's of my
Regington's
choice.
down again.
Which
That's going to be 22 damage, a mixture of thunder and whatever the moat is, and rapier. Tell me if you want to split out.
Do you mind? I do need it split.
Okay. The rapier is 8,
Okay.
thunder is 7. Let me look up what the moat is.
Well, she said thunder.
Thunder, okay.
Thunder,
So another
yeah.
14 thunder.
Real quick, my sword is magic for the purpose of overcoming resistances. Does that change anything?
Oh,
Yes.
he did his research.
So you're the magic sword.
Yeah.
It's the one he's been dragging the
Yeah,
whole
it's the sword of the
campaign.
nameless one.
Yeah.
Magic. Well, in that case, the floors are all scuffed up. The floors have resistance to magic, but in that case, having made that adjustment, and with Celebsuni's attack, Doryu drops dead.
I'm feeling very satisfied now.
Do the kobolds does their demeanor change?
Their
Since he
eyes
died?
just widen,
Oh, so they weren't under mind control. Okay.
and in Draconic, Regington only hears them say, "They felled the master. How is this possible?" All right. That was Celebsuni's turn. Now, Ellington is going to rush to Lumpy. I'll call him Lumpy, and he's going to attempt to grapple. And Lumpy's going to fight it. And he is grappled.
By
He says,
Ellington?
"Please do not hurt your brother or your friends. This must be done. This is the first hug I've ever had." Is this what love feels like? Wow. I don't know how to process these emotions. It hurts, but I kind of like it. Nurg, it is your turn.
Wait, so is Lumpy like? Has he been attacking us or? 'Cause-
I think he's indisposed of.
You wouldn't have seen it, but he did attack Kerr.
Well, Dory's dead, so I guess I how far is Lumpy from me, or I can't see?
Lumpy, roughly 15 feet from you.
We don't
20,
want him
I'm
to
sorry,
die.
20.
Do we want to kill Lumpy? I go up to where Lumpy is since he's grappled, and I take out my satin sleeping head sack, and then I wrap it around Lumpy's head so he can't see.
That happens.
Yeah. Because
All right.
it's Regington's brother. She doesn't want to like stab him. So, and then I like tie it with a rope.
Who turned off the
And I still
light?
look like a puppet, for the record. Anyway.
I see nothing.
We're not very close, but I appreciate it.
So yeah, there's like a satin sack on Lumpy's head so he can't see.
Who is hugging my head? And Ellington will plead with his men. He will say, "Lay down your arms. We will fight no more." And we'll be out of initiative. And we'll also end there for this
Yeah, I
week.
keep the sack on his head. still. I
Loot
don't
the
take it off.
body.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Night.
That was comedy. And
Visit
Steve.
Skillshare.com
Yeah, and thanks to Sirenscape and Gamescape.
and Pizza Hut.
All the skates. Netscape,
If you see Escape,
Pizza Hut,
go there.
KFC.
We'll see you next week and find out what happens on Days of Our Knives.
Days of Our Knives.
I enjoy that.
Okay.
I think we're good. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Good night
Be
then.
well, everyone.
Oh, yasumi nasai.
Oh, yes.
That's how you say it.